History of calculus.
Calculus starts with integral and differential calculus.
What is integral and differential calculus?
Based on Wikipedia and mathematics, differential calculus is a subfield of calculus that studied the rates at which quantities change. It is one of the two traditional divisions of calculus, the other being integral calculus, the study of area beneath a curve. Also, based on Wikipedia, in mathematics, an integral is a continuous analog of a sum, which is used to calculate areas, volumes, and their generalization. Integration, the process of computing an integral, is one of the two fundamental operations of calculus, the other being differentiation.
Isaac Newton in calculus.
His focus on gravity and laws of motion are linked to his breakthrough in calculus. Newton started by trying to describe the speed of a falling object. When he did this, he found that the speed of a falling object increases every second, but that there was no existing mathematical explanation for this. The issue of movement and the rate of change had not yet been explored to any significant degree in the field of mathematics, so Newton saw a void that needed to be filled. He began work on this right away, incorporating planetary ellipses into his theory too, to try to explain the orbit of the planets. He found that by using calculus, he could explain how planets move and why the orbits of planets are in an ellipse. This is one of Newton's breakthroughs, that the gravitational force that holds us to the ground is the same force that causes the planets to orbit the Sun and the Moon to orbit Earth.
Foundation of calculus.
Based on Wikipedia, in calculus, foundation refers to the rigorous development of the subject from axioms and definitions. In early calculus, the use of infinitesimal quantities was thought unrigorous and was firstly criticized by a number of authors, most notably Michael Rolle and Bishop Berkeley.
Who invented calculus?
Who invented the calculus? Isaac Newton and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz were the main scientists that developed calculus. Newton, however, is the person most frequently given credit for this invention. The dispute between these two mathematicians started in the 1770s when Newton learned that Leibniz had created a concept that was similar to his own. To ensure that he would be given credit for this, Newton wrote to Leibniz and even claimed that Leibniz had read some of his manuscripts to create his own concept. However, since Leibniz's paper appeared first, there was some confusion as to who stole the concept from whom. As a result of this controversy, mathematicians in Britain were unable to do research using the developing framework of calculus.
Types of calculus.
Calculus is the mathematics of change and motion. There are two types of it. The first one is differential calculus. It is finding the rate of change of a function, and other one is integral calculus. It is finding the function when its rate of change is given.
When was calculus invented?
So I'm going to give a short explanation about when was calculus invented. If you will research on the internet, for sure it will show you answers like 17th century or 18th century, which is kind of false for me. Because according to our video reference, many known mathematicians and scientists discovered theories and formulas within calculus. It's just that there's no so-called thing calculus yet. So when I say many known mathematicians and scientists, they're actually from the past. Of course, we will include Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz, which which are the people who connected and made calculus altogether. So when Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz take over calculus, they put their own ideas and connected with the past ideas. So the past ideas are from the dates like BC. So to be specific, the date that I remember is 1700 BC. So all the formulas and theories are old as that. So in conclusion, calculus wasn't invented. It was discovered by many people. Calculus was not invented in a click. It took a long time and a lot of people to create it.
And historians of science has discovered evidence that Babylonian trees living between 350 BC and 50 BC. Invented and used an abstract from geometry until now was thought to have been invented in the 14th century, eventually evolving into calculus, the mathematical study of how something changes over time.
Calculus is a branch of mathematics that formerly went by the name of infinitesimal calculus. Its main concepts are limits, continuity, derivatives, integrals, and concept series. Numerous calculus concepts first surfaced in ancient Greece, followed by China and the Middle East, and then again in medieval Europe and India. Late in the 17th century, Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz and Isaac Newton each independently devised the infinitesimal calculus. The Leibniz-Newton calculus conflict began with a dispute over primacy and persisted until Leibniz's death in 1716. Calculus is still being developed today and the sciences are still using it.